We got some releases from the team and also from Antony itself. Um, I don't know enough about this case, but it's pretty clear what's happening here. I don't care if there's 500 other women that come out. Once the first person makes this statement, and any women he's ever been with will try to look for their payout with this. It happens all the time in the sports world, and I think a lot of people don't understand this. Um, he explained the altercation that they had. She said she was going crazy, and he basically was making herself control herself. I had the same issue in my life. Women will they're more emotional than men, and then if you're at that point that you want to get rid of them, they do things like he just subscribes, throwing stuff at you, saying things about you, actually talk about the size of your Johnson. All this stuff happens. Everything comes out at that point. And when they go all off the handle and stuff, you almost think like you have to protect them from themselves. And I pretty much believe pretty much everything he says. I'm not saying he's not a good person. I don't know. He's probably a passionate dude. Everybody loves that for Brazilian people. But do I think that he did what he's claimed to have done? No, absolutely not. But I'll let you know. I mean, there was an episode with my wife 20 years ago that she was bought into some sort of idea that I was doing things to her, cheating on her, stuff like that, and she could not control herself. If you watch old 1950 movies and stuff, and there'll be times where women just go off the deep end, and then you'll actually see a guy actually slap him across the face. We don't do that anymore because you're not allowed to do that anymore. But that was a way to get them back focused where they need to be. So I think again, I think the club is doing the right thing. I think he probably would have played, but when they both went on TV and said what they said, and then she came out and said, "I can't believe Manchester United will not get rid of him." You can find out what her motivation is to destroy him in the vocation that he loves, that he is a I don't know, a icon to certain people. I don't know. I don't think he's that great when you look at him other Brazilian players. I still like him. I like the fact that he actually tracks back, and I like what he gives to the team. But he's not a $90 million player. However, this is what when you understand what her motivation is, then you understand that there's probably something more here. Like he basically said, I'm going to be with somebody else, and now women will do this shit. I mean, there are so many uh, stories that where women do this shit, and they won't even think about it. They'll go on with their life, and it's like they have no conscience with it. They'll just do what they do. So I think at this point she's just trying to get something from the team, a payoff or something like that. It's unfortunate for him that he has to basically prove himself innocent because this whole world has to believe women. When women lie at least the same level as men, and in areas like this, they definitely have a passion for it. So I don't have any issue with it, and that allows Palestri to play out there, or Carnaccio can go over there if necessary. Yeah, the big issue is, are we going to get some resolution with the Sancho issue? The dude still has his tweet still pinned on his account, so I guess he thinks he's correct. But apparently, him and the coach is going to have a sit down tomorrow and see what goes with that. And I'm assuming after that, it'll be off. And but really, I wouldn't put him above Palestri at that position anyway. But you can't really trust Palestri to be um, the starter for 4 or 5 games while we're waiting for Antony to come back. So it's a good opportunity for Sancho to make his career better. But that's about really all I wanted to say. Just wait and see what happens. I mean, I watched Sam on United People's TV, and he's like, "I'm just not going to talk about it after this." Um, I might have a video later tomorrow or later in the week, and just give you my experience when I fall into stuff like this. My wife is back from the store, so I'm going to go down and see what's up. But hey, it couldn't be any worse than it is, but I think it'll be better. And I really, really think that with Rasmus up top, I think we're going to be a different type of team. And I think Brighton is going to realize that when we come back next Saturday. I think they're going to put a couple goals against them, and hopefully we'll win the game comfortably and just go on a run. All right, I'm going to let it go now. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.